All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. The first carry now. This is Hill. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a pitch out to Hill. And some room to maneuver. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And they'll go on the ground. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Hey! Watch the slack. 20. Hey! Hey!
They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
20. Hey!
From the gun, here's Newton. And dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now let's go!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, Newton. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the Jets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Super 66. Louis.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A shotgun snap for gone. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
We go, 76, 76. Super 66.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 2nd down, Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They're just going to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set, 180. Great.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, get right there. Set, 180.
From the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's rock now. Hey, get set. Like 80. Hey, hey.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
DC.
They begin the drive with him. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
All right. Come on now.
On second down now. Hill. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. But that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on second down is Newton. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Out of the gun. Goff. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Super. Hey, lift. 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 Now you
Goff on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, Hill. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. Going up top. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start the drive on the ground with Hill, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here's Goff now on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Hill, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Goff. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Gold now out to kick it away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now they try the right side here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Gun. That is right. Do something. That's it. It ain't it. Hey. Put it up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That's it.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is gone. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Orange. Nula. 76. Tell him. 76.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Hey.
Off play action. Newton. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Set 180. 20. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his pass incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Hill. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to the ground. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on the
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And it's complete to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Hill. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They come out here in the and he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Newton. And this one's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Express! 20! Gun! Express!
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun. Check. 53. Hey. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. Down right around the 25. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Wilson snags it left side. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. Nice pickup of 33 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
Now Newton on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On third down, that's Armstrong. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Take it at the 37. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Operating from the gun, Newton steps away, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets,